Hey guys, so in my last video we created this grid for our three-dimensional illusion cube. Now if you have not made this grid, then you are going to need to stop this video and go to the illusion cube grid video instead. So what you are going to do for this one is we are going to use the top square right up here on our grid. We are going to use our ruler and our pencil. Again, I'm using a pen because I want you guys to be able to see. Pencil doesn't come up very well. So we are going to draw a giant X in the middle of our square. So from corner to corner, we are going to draw this X. All right, so we should have that X. I'm going to mark just with a little dot where the middle of my paper is now, because we're going to create a snowflake now. So holding my ruler horizontally, I'm going to create a line that goes right through the middle of where my X met, right there. And then we're going to go vertically, going right through the middle, and you should have this snowflake shape. Once you have this snowflake shape created, we don't really need this ruler anymore, so you can go ahead and put that away. The next thing you guys need to do is you need to pick one of these triangles to start your drawing. So I'm going to pick this top one up here, and I'm going to start close to the middle. Now I'm not going to be directly in the middle, just close to it. We are doing cross contour illusions. Now cross contour lines, those are lines that travel around the object that we are drawing, creating a three-dimensional illusion. So towards the middle, I'm creating this curved hill shape. I'm exaggerating that curve because it helps create this illusion that this triangle is kind of popping out at me. So I'm going to go do the next one. Really exaggerating those curves. And if you get close to the edge like I did up here, just pretend that you have space and just complete your line. Now on your next triangle over, we are going to do the reverse option. We are going to create valleys, but we're going to keep them connected to our last line. So I stopped here. I'm going to start here again. I'm going to exaggerate these lines, but I'm curving downwards, creating these valley shapes. This helps create the illusion that this triangle is kind of swooping in down. And then, of course, I ran out of space here, so I'm just going to pretend. All right, now I'm just going to do my hills again, starting where I stopped in each one. Exaggerate those lines. I don't want to see straight lines on here. We want curved lines. And then I ran out of space there, so I'm just going to imply that there's a line coming from the edge. Going hills again. Let's clean that up a little. Valleys. And then hills again. Just trying to complete this, making sure all of my lines are going to touch each other in the end. Exaggerate these lines, make them dip. There we go. So you should have this spider web finished. Now, the next step, you are going to get 2 color pencils, just 2. I picked black and green. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start in one of the shapes down here towards the middle. I'm coloring very lightly. So I'm going to do black and then green. I'm going to choose that pattern for this specific triangle. Notice how I'm coloring very lightly. I'm not pressing down on my pencil. I'm going to do black again. Covering in some of that space. And then I'll do green again up here, and I'll just keep that pattern going. All right, you get the gist. Okay, now on this next triangle, I'm going to reverse this pattern. I'm going to start with green, and then I'm going to go with black. Notice how I'm still coloring very lightly. And I'm going to keep this pattern going. And then I'll start my pattern over again on my next triangle. Black, green, and then black again. Now I'm being super quick, just so you guys have enough class time to work on your own projects. So once you get this pattern all the way around, you guys are going to go back, you are going to take your pencil, and what I want you to do is I want you to create this gradient from dark to light and then dark again. So here's how to do it. We're going to go to the edge of this green shape here, and I'm going to be pretty dark towards this edge. But as I get closer to the middle of this shape, I'm going to ease up on the pressure. I'm actually barely going to touch the paper in the middle. I'm going to have to go back over a little bit, not pressing down too hard, to help ease that transition from dark to light. Now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to go dark, and then slowly ease that transition to light. Dark, slowly get lighter, and then slowly get darker. Then I'm going to use my next color. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to darken the edges of the shape. And then I'm slowly going to get lighter and lighter. This is a slow process, so take your time. Now I'm going to do the other side. Dark towards the edge. Get lighter and lighter as I get closer to the middle. And go back a little bit to help fill in some of those white gaps that we don't want. So again, pressing down on your pencil to get dark, then ease up on the pressure as you get closer to the middle. You are going to do this for all of your web shapes. So again, dark towards these edges, slowly getting lighter and lighter. I'm going to darken this just a little bit more. That wasn't enough, Miss B. Go back over it a little bit. Start again on the other side. Dark, slowly getting lighter and lighter. Now what I don't want to see is I don't want to see something like this on your shape. That looks too much like an outline. You want your process to be slow from dark to light. And then getting the other area dark. Slowly building up that transition to light. You want something that looks 3D not something that looks like an outline. All right, so finish this up for the rest of the class period. Make sure you are creating this 3D illusion where it gets dark towards the edges, lighter in the middle, then dark again. Make sure your contour lines, your cross contour lines, are forming this 3D shape. So we want these lines to be really exaggerated, really curvy. You do not want straight lines. All right, that's all I have to say. Keep working, and I'll see you in the next video.